Hello YouTube, Erwin the Mage here, and today I'm going to do my Hieratic deck profile. So I got my spells, my traps, and my monsters. I like the Hieratics because they bring out Xyz monsters really fast. That's a main deal for this deck. The decks I've beaten so far are hero deck. I mean a decent hero deck. I have beaten Malefics. I've beaten the Agents decks, and I've beaten a few other decks. But this deck is pretty efficient. It brings out really good Xyz monsters. Alright, starting with the monsters, I play Triple Tefnuit. This card is basically the Cyber Dragon of this deck. Special summons really fast. If my opponent has a monster and I don't, special summon just like Cyber Dragon. So that's really good. Play Triple Nepthet. I haven't really found him as useful as the other monsters, but he does play well for bringing out the rank 5 Xyz monsters, so that's really good. I play Triple Set. Since this deck revolves around Dragon type normal monsters, he's really good because he becomes the Dragon type normal monsters level. So bring out any Xyz monster you want as long as it is like a rank, like any level Dragon type normal monster. So you can bring out pretty much any Xyz monster with this deck. With those, put Triple Seal. This one is probably my favorite Hieratic in the deck. It brings out the rank X6s very fast, really easily. Special summon him by tributing 1 Hieratic, so it's really easy to bring him out. Now for the 3 vanillas, or normals, I play Luster Dragon, Wattail Dragon, and a Cursor Dragon. The reason I play a Luster Dragon and a Wattail Dragon, not 2 Wattails or 2 Luster Dragons, are because my opponent has a changes appearance, maybe, then they can take away a Luster Dragon. If I had 2 Luster Dragons, both Luster Dragons are gone. But if I bring out Wattail Dragon and Luster Dragon, then he might get rid of my Wattail Dragon or my Luster Dragon, but I'll still have one of them left. And also I play Cursor Dragon because it brings out the rank 5s, and nobody's expecting a older card really. But now, since the Hieratics started becoming more like known, they're probably gonna start expecting Cursor Dragon, but it's still a pretty good card to play. Alright, now Red Star Small Dragon. I'd play 3, but it is sadly too broken, but it is a staple for any dragon deck, not just Hieratic. I play Dark Tinker and a Gores. The only fiends in this deck. Gores is good for like a last resort if I'm in trouble. Brings out the token. Dark Tinker, the only tuner in this deck, I found being really useful. I don't bring out synchros very often, but he's really good for secondary effects, so he's good for drawing cards. Now for spells, I play 2 Axial of Convocations. I would play 3, but I just don't have one more. He just got off the list of forbidden cards, so it's really good. Brings the Hieratic back to my hand, right to my hand from the deck, so it's really good. I play 1 Pod Duality. I found only 1 to be of use. 2 I found just overwhelmed the deck. I think only 1 is really needed for this deck. Book of Moon. It's good for like if your opponent brings out an Xyz monster or something, just face down or really high attack power monster. Hopefully they'll have lower defense, or just buy you time to bring out a monster you need. So it's pretty good. Winged Giant Dragon. Ever since Heavy Storm became forbidden, I was really sad about that. But then I figured out Winged Giant Dragon, pretty good substitute for it. Just returns the monster I have at my hand. Since all the Hieratics are pretty much high levels, like level 5 and higher, then this is really good. All the ones that I use in my deck. All right, now reload. I would play a Magical Mallet, but I found this because I don't have a Magical Mallet, so I was just digging through my stuff, and so I just found this. But if I had a Magical Mallet, I would definitely use that. I don't play Vortex Trooper or Karkar-D because they take up a normal summon. I've used Vortex Trooper before. Didn't really find use for that, so not really that good for this deck. Soul Exchange. Since all the dragons in this deck are rank 5 and level 5 and higher, you can easily tribute one of your opponent's monsters to bring out one of them. So that's really good. Swiss Light, easily buy you time. Dark Hole. Pretty much everybody knows what this does. Destroys cards good as last resort. 3 MSTs. Just easily, I found 3 to be really good for this deck. Now for traps, I play 2 Call of the Haunteds. I found 2 to be better than 3. 3 seemed to overwhelm my deck. And since Monster Reborn became forbidden, I found this to be just like a substitute for that. So, and now, Photon Current, since all the dragons in this deck are lights, this is really good. Dark Bribe and Solemn Warning, my 2 negating cards, really good. Draining Shield, good for whenever like I need like some extra boost. This is really good to have. It's good for any deck, I think. Mirror Force, pretty much everyone knows what this does. Trap Hole, good for since most cards that like normal summon these days have 1,000 attack or more. This is really good to use for any deck. Negate Attack, this is really good to have because it just automatically ends the battle phase after your opponent attacks and negates their attack, so it's good to have. Compulsory Evacuation Effect, I cannot tell you how many times this has saved my life in the game. I've just found so many uses for this, and it's really good. Now for the extra deck, I am playing for the Xyz. I am playing 2 Photon Strike Bouncers, easily like negate whatever monster's effects there are. It's really good to have, I think. I play number 19 to easily bring out to easily like use my effects multiple times. Also, sorry, excuse me. I play Konami Atlantis just in case my number 19 goes away. I'll have this as an extra support, so that's pretty good. I play Crimson Blader, the Colossal Fighter, just in case 6 Samurai do come back. This thing's good to have. And Crimson Blader, good to have like just for last resort in case like your opponent has like something like strategy with like level 5 or higher monsters. So it's good. Alright, but this has been Irvin the Mage, and this has been my Hieratic deck profile. Thank you.